Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. I want to bring you guys an update on Litecoin. We're going to be looking at Litecoin on the daily. As you can see, Litecoin's been making a few moves here. It's up 6.41%, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So if you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. So guys, first thing I want to look at here. So this is on the daily, right? We're going to go from these tweezer tops right here. I want to show you some because the trends are so important. So do you see that there, guys? We have broken out of that trend. And now the next thing I want you to look at right here. So this was our low. Then we had these two tops right here, almost those tweezer tops. That was our high. Then we had our slightly higher low, which is good. And now we need our higher high somewhere up in here, guys. I want to see if we can test that close to around that $100. So our low, our high, our higher low, and now our big resistance point to get through here is around $90, $91, and it's at those tops there. If we can break through that, I feel like we're going to give $100 a shot here. And you can also kind of see on this, guys, how the RSI, if you take a look at this, so this almost kind of looks like, we'll call that a one wave up, and then our two retracement, and then we're going to see if we can go up for that third, then our fourth, then our fifth on the RSI, okay? So it's really important to pay attention to the RSI, and you can kind of see when it happened over here. So we had our 1, our 2, and then we kind of had this longer 3 here, pull back for a 4, and then our 5, where we basically were even with this 3 over here, and then we had that falling off. So I want you guys to really pay attention to that because it's important. Really look at these higher highs and higher lows because that's how the trend changes. And right now the RSI is looking good on the daily, but just keep an eye on it because we don't want to see if it starts moving sideways or if it continues to go up or if we're going to start to get that curve and go back down once we get close to that about that $90. That's going to tell. And what we need is good volume to come through as we break that 90 line. Okay, guys, so I'm going to take that off here, get these off. And that's the big deal right there, guys. Okay? And also you're seeing our volume, it's looking like bull volume starting. See how it's smaller here than larger? We want to get larger and larger moving up. We need that ascending volume. That's the main deal, guys, okay? So really pay attention to that. Next thing I want to look at is our MACD indicator. And remember, this is a lagging indicator, guys. Just keep that in mind, but it's one I really like. It's the 12 and the 26-day moving averages here, and that's nice. We're up above, guys, so we had that cross. And now we've stayed up above, and it looks like the histogram's wanting to go back up again. You see how it kind of tailored down, and then we're going back up. So the MACD's looking healthy on the daily. I'm excited to see that. Let's see the Bollinger Bands. Okay, guys, getting close to the top of that band, and that would be pretty close to where that 90 is. So what you can kind of expect, you know, if it does happen, we go up, hit that 90, come back, test the middle band, and then go back up again. So that's a possibility as well. I want you guys to keep that in mind. But you see the band's kind of contracting here. So that's always a good thing because you look for a break whenever they contract. And then this here, guys, let's take a look at this for us. And this is going to be our Fibonacci, and I want to see where we're falling here. So about right here, and guys, that 100 would be that 0.236, that overhead resistance. So 100 is going to be a really big resistance. We're going to need a lot of volume to get through that. But it's nice to see that we kind of almost had that double bottom here and that higher low, and now we're starting to make that move up. So that's really important, and also that volume increasing up. We really need to see that, guys. And I'm wondering if this is because this CBOE, I think it is talking about the ETF that is coming to Bitcoin, hopefully. So we're really hoping that's going to play out, guys, because if that does play out, that's going to be a game changer. And that's where, you know, that institutional money can really get in, and they can trade on things like, you know, E-Trade or Fidelity, different stuff like that. That's going to be really important. So our support, just to go through this one more time with you guys, support right here. And our overhead resistance is around that $90 or so. So we're in this range, and let's see if we can get up through that. So far, everything's looking great. But we have to have continued follow-through. That's the biggest deal, guys. We have to have that follow-through. We don't want to go up and hit that 90 and then just fall back down and go back down below that 72. Because if we break that 72, we don't have a ton of support. And that's what I wanted to show you guys also that I just remembered. Okay, because we hadn't been to these levels, guys, since before that run-up. right here. So we break through here, guys. I mean, you know, you have these little supports over in here, you know, kind of down here, but they've been so, you know, so long in the past, and this was that run that you can't really count on them too much. Okay, we're kind of in the open right now, kind of in no man's land, so that's where I really want to see us make this run. It'd be nice to break out of this overall trend line as well. So if you're looking at this, and let's go off the wicks. Let's just do that. So we'll go about right there, and you can see we're coming up close on it, guys. That overall, if we could just break out of that with some good volume, we would be cruising. And remember, I did with you guys before how each time when you break out of the trend line, so let's say that, we'll just call it that, guys, roughly. So when we broke out of that trend line, we had a nice little run. Then here's another one for us right here. And then we had that nice little run. And then this one here, we even did break out of slightly. So let's go to that. And guys, these are just rough. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just showing you here. So when you break out, it is time for us to make that move, see if we can get up out of that overall one. But each time you break out of a trend, you typically have that nice little run. So, guys, that's what we got to do, and we also got to keep our eyes on Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin it's everything, guys, and as much as I hate that, it is what it is. And until that changes, we really have to keep our eye out on Bitcoin as well. Okay, there it is, guys. So if we take this overall, that down, our 236 would bring us back up to about $142, which would be nice, guys. I want to test this tweezer top right here at the 382, which was around $185 before we saw just this massive slow bleed out that we've had for the last, 2 months or whatever it was. So guys, that was on May 5th. We started that fall, so it has been a long time. And it's time for that trend to reverse, and it almost looks like we have that double bottom here to start reversing. But we'll see, guys. Just pay attention, stick to your stop losses, all that type of stuff, and just be safe, protect yourself. So that's all I wanted to bring to you guys. I hope you like, subscribe, all that. I really appreciate being here with you, and God bless each and every one of you.